Hey everybody, Nelson here with Gracie Jiu-Jitsu Granada Hills. If you missed the Zoom class that we had on Tuesday for Gracie Combatives, these are some of the things that we covered in the Zoom class. And it's basically class number 1, the trap and roll, without having a training partner. And all these moves that we're going to be teaching in the Zoom class require no training partner. So in essence, you can do all these moves by yourself. So if you missed it, I just want to give you a little insight as to what we covered. And so you can watch this, and hopefully we'll see you in the next Zoom class on Thursday at 7. And the thing that we covered is the trap and roll, and there's 3 variations of the trap and roll. There is the standard trap and roll, the punch block trap and roll, and also the neck hug or the headlock trap and roll. And I'm going to show you these moves and how you can practice it by yourself. If you've already had the class and you kind of know the standard, you're on your back, somebody's mounted across your hips, and the movements. If you're getting ready to test, I'm gonna give you a couple little details on what's being looked for in the test. So let's start off with the standard trap and roll. Standard trap and roll, we're on our back, somebody's on top of us, and their hands are either on our chest or on our shoulders, kind of pinning us to the ground so we can't sit up. When this happens, we come in and we grab the wrist with a monkey grip. We grab the elbow with the C grip, and we trap the foot on the same side. Now we're going to use our other foot here to be able to lift our hips up, and we're rolling over the shoulder like this. Now we're ending up on our knees, our head is low, and our hands are cupping the bicep, and our head is low, just so they don't punch us in the face. A different angle that we can look at is from here. Remember, the attacker or the bad guy is mounted across our hips. We'll talk about what to do when they're in our guard in another class, in another Zoom session. But for now, they're straddling our hips. They're on top of us. So again, their hands are on our chest or on our neck. This move works. So we're going to come under, monkey grip on the wrist, selfie grip or a C grip on the elbow. And we're also going to trap the foot on the same side. From here, my other foot, I'll switch angles, is going to come in close, and I'm going to bridge my hips up, and I'm going to roll on my shoulder towards the side of where everything is trapped. As I roll, my legs come over, and I'm here. Head is low, and my hands are monkey grips across the biceps, and we're just here protecting our head from punches. So from here, remember, they're mounted on top of us. Their hands are here. We're going to come under. We don't want to go over their arm. If we go over, this is not as secure and we don't have the leverage. So we're going to go under. We're going to monkey grip the wrist. Hand is going to come right behind the elbow, slightly above the elbow, about 1 or 2 inches above the elbow. And we're going to trap that foot all on the same side. As we trap the foot, notice that my knee is angled to the side that we're going to roll. I don't want to have my knee pointing straight up because it's going to make this roll a little bit more difficult. When we angle our knee, it allows the movement that way to be easier. My head is going to be off the ground. Look, this foot is going to come close to my hips, so I get this bridge up with my hips. So I bridge up and I'm rolling on my shoulder like this. So from here, I trap, trap, trap. My knee is angled out. I bring my foot in, and notice the movement on kind of like the ball of my shoulder. My head is up. Everything is trapped. I push off. Look, my head never touches the ground. I'm pushing off my opposite leg, and I'm rolling over my shoulder. Look, I end up on my knees. My head is low, and my hands are blocking the bicep, just controlling. I don't get punched in the face. The other variation of the trap and roll is the punch block one, where we're here. Again, they're straddling across our hips. They might be throwing punches down. From here, we're going to cover our face with our standard little shell where my my palms are on my forehead and my fingers are kind of combing my hair. From here, I'm going to do a little sit-up. As I sit up, I'm hugging them around their back. From here, I'm using my feet to push myself onto my back. From here, I chill. If they sit up, I ride along with them. I'm always going up if they push themselves up, maintaining this hug. From here, once they get tired and they relax, I let go of my grips here, hugging them, shoulder, shoulder, and I use my feet to walk. Good, once I've walked up a few inches, I'm gonna hug the back very tight. I'm gonna keep my head glued to their chest, and I'm gonna trap the arm. Again, I'm trapping their leg, everything on the same side, and I'm pushing. My head is off the ground, and I'm rolling over my shoulder onto my knees here, and my hands are blocking the biceps here. So from this angle here, I'm here, they're straddling me on the hips, they're punching. I'm covering my face, and I'm doing a sit-up. The most common mistake that happens is as people are doing the sit-up, they're already reaching over to hug. They already want to hug without covering their face. If you let go of your shell, or if you stop covering your face as you're going up, you're gonna meet a bunch of fists to the face and you're gonna get punched. So maintain this shell as you sit up. This is gonna block those punches. So you sit up, hug, and the hug is this clinch grip. My hand is coming over with a monkey grip. Here you can also do an S grip or any kind of grip, but I prefer this one. If they're a lot bigger than you and you cannot wrap your hands around them, it's okay to hug and grab any fabric that might be there. So again, cover my face, sit up. As soon as I'm sitting up, I reach over and I hug. And the key here is I'm using my feet to push them back. From here, I wait. I'm in no hurry. I wait until they get tired. Once they're tired and they stop trying to punch and they're relaxed, cup the shoulders, use my feet, wiggle. I'm gonna hug the back first. Once I hug the back, I'm gonna trap the arm on the side that I'm facing. From here, I trap the leg, and again, this foot is gonna come close to my hip. I bridge up, and I roll off of this shoulder. Like I'm going onto my knees. And I block the biceps here, and control this. So as we do this little neck hug variation, again, we're gonna be on our back. This time their hand is gonna be under our neck, as if they're hugging our neck. That's why it's called the neck hug variation. So from here, they're straddling. We're gonna assume that this arm is going under my neck and their hand is pointed towards the wall back there. So from here, I'm gonna take my hand, which is on the same side as the attacker's neck hug, and I'm just gonna reach up. And I'm gonna solidify that their hand stays there. When I reach up, I put my hand behind my head. Is it necessary to put your hand behind your head? No. You can slide your fingers in between the biceps and your neck and bring your elbow down to the side. I just want to make sure that they cannot take their arm out and post it, so we can't roll them. So I reach up, whichever version that you want to use. On the test, it doesn't matter, as long as you're trapping that arm. Trap the arm, trap the leg. From here, we bridge up high and we roll onto our knees. In the standard operating procedure, our hands come out and we're there. So from here, they're straddling us, their arm is this way. I trap the arm, elbow comes down, or I reach up. I reach up and I put my hand under my head. Again, so it makes it difficult for them to take their arm out and post it out there so they can't be rolled. Once everything is trapped, I trap their leg and I bridge my hips up high. Now, if they're a little bit heavier, right, it's okay to use the other hand, bring it down, put it right below their hip. So trap, trap, hand goes right by the hips. As I bridge, I use this hand to kind of push them all the way over. It gives me a little added boost. So as I push, rolling over my shoulders, I come over and I'm here, The most common mistake that happens is this. Once everything is trapped, bridge up, they turn and they fall flat on their side. That's incorrect. So what we want to do is we want to be able to bridge our hips up, roll on the shoulder, and end up on our knees like this. So I'm pushing off the balls of my feet. And we're here. So these are some solo drills that you don't need a partner to practice with. You can do these on your carpet, you can put a towel down or a couple towels down, and you can work these all by yourself. What's good about doing these solo drills is you can walk yourself through the steps that you're doing it. So if you're on your back, you're walking yourself through it. I'm gonna slide my hand under, I'm gonna trap the wrist with the monkey grip. The other hand's gonna go with the C grip, grab behind the elbow, and the same side leg is gonna trap their foot. My other leg's gonna come in close to my hips. I'm gonna bridge my hips up, and I'm gonna roll on my shoulder so I can land on my knees. From there, I'm blocking the biceps. When you go on to the punch block series, again, on your back, they're mounted, they're throwing punches. Shell, right? Sit up. As you've sat fully up, you're gonna hug their back. You're gonna use your feet to push yourself back onto your back. From here, you control. If they sit up, going for the right. Because the more they sit up, the more weight they have to lift, the faster they're gonna get tired. And we wanna exhaust them. It's one of the principles and philosophies of Jiu-Jitsu. Exhaust them, so it's a lot easier for us to execute technique and to survive. So again, riding. Once they get tired, hug the shoulders, walk up, hug the back. And remember, the side that you're facing, that arm is the one that's gonna trap their arm. From here, you bridge, you go all the way over, block the biceps. Now the last one, which is the neck hug variation or the headlock variation, like I said earlier, that's a gift that they're giving us. So when an attacker is mounted, they get one arm under the neck, take that as a gift. Trap the arm, trap the leg. Remember, everything on the same side is trapped. Other foot comes close to the hips, bridge up, roll on your shoulder. You roll them over, you get on top, you block. So that was trap and roll, all three variations taught in a solo drill fashion. I hope that this helps you master those techniques or helps you get better at those techniques. Try these. You can do all of these in 5 minutes, or you can spend 15 minutes in doing each one for 5 minutes. Once you get good at one side, switch to the other side, the side that I like to call the weak side or the goofy side. Switch to the goofy side. And I promise you that once we get back to the mats, if you've been practicing by yourself, these moves are going to be so much easier to practice with a partner, especially a partner who's bigger and stronger than you. Bless you to my cameraman. Bless you again to my cameraman. So practice these. If you have any questions, email me, email us, and we'll answer those questions. I hope to see you in the Zoom classes that we'll be having on Tuesdays and Thursdays for combatives. Master Cycle will be on Wednesdays. As you can see, all of these solo drills are perfect to be done by yourself, and they help you remember the techniques and the names so that when you test, the test will be easy for you. Thank you, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.